Okay, so since a new set of side quests is now spawned here in Fort Job, let's take care of those first. Anything we can do to continue to build up our points and get ourselves as much of an advantage as possible. So we start off here in the barns with Kalea here. Let's go ahead and take on her chain quest, starting with the first one entitled On Her Own. Kalea is at her wit's end. Oh dear, what am I to do? Need any help?
Forgive me, I didn't see you there. You have come seeking treatment, I presume? I'm afraid we're not taking in any new patients at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not a patient.
You're not hearing, you say? I'm sorry, I simply assumed. This is an infirmary, you see, or rather, I should say, it used to be. My father ran it, you see, but he is no longer with us. Devoured by a senator at the Battle of Holman's Switch, or so I was told. I did not even have a chance to say goodbye. And so I'm alone in this world now. There is one man, a member of the guard and dear friend of my father's, who promised he would look after me if things came to the worst. But then he was transferred to a distant and dangerous post, and thus I'm unable to do so much as share with him the unfortunate news. You look like someone who can hold his own in battle. Would you be so kind as brave the road to convey this message to my man? Of course, I would be compensating you well for your efforts. The man's name is Nilden, and God's willing, he still serves at Radiska's round. Pray seek him out and tell him that Corvus lives no longer. It pains me to ask a stranger to be the bearer of such grim news, but it would mean everything to me.
Oh, well done.
The road is long and fraught with danger. I would not get very far on my own. I cannot force you to do this, but can you find it in your heart to help me?
I believe we can.
Thank you, my friend. I have no words to express my gratitude. My name is Kalea. May I ask yours?
Well, you can call me by this name.
A gentle name indeed. Thank you, Shinji, and be safe.
And so, yeah, we're off to share some bad news with some people. Yeah, we gotta talk about the misfortunes that occurred over at Holman's Switch to those who were not aware of it. So off we go across the purple canopy of trees and flowers to get back to Radiska's round and let someone know about what occurred. Yeah, watch all those branches as well. If you want to hit yourself in the head. Alright, where's our man? Right over here. Hello there, Mr. Nilden. Something I can do for you? Well, I've come to tell you something. The Senator's got a Corvus. Say it ain't so. The bloody fool, how many times did I tell him? Forget that done battle and stay home with Kalea. The girl needs you. But did he listen? Forgive my friend. It's just the man was like a brother to me. Anyhow, I'd like nothing more than to rush to Kalea's side with you, but I can't very well run off like that. Not least without finding someone to cover my post. If I could spare a minute, Brian B could go and have a talk with my superior. Captain Mines is a stern man, but also a reasonable one. I reckon he wouldn't begrudge me a brief respite to see the girl. After all, she's almost family. Alright. Can't thank you enough, friend. You'll find the captain inside the tower. I'd best be getting back to my post. I look forward to you in the good world. Anything I can do to help out a brother Dragoon. And so up we go. Yeah, we also called this guy Minus the last time we spoke with him as well. Hello there, I'm back. We need to talk to you about something. Caiaphas, sin lain by a sin eater. Are you certain of this? We are. Truly, this is a sad day for our cause. He was a fine physician, one of the best we've had. I've long since counted of how many men were plucked back from the brink of death by his hand. And he was also one of the bravest men I knew. Though he was no warrior, he did not hesitate to venture beyond the safe walls of the Castellium and tend to patients on the front lines. It was in this spirit that he chose to establish the infirmary at Fort Job. But he is gone now, and we must carry on without him. As for Nilden's request for a leave of absence, consider it granted. Tell him to do what he must for Corvus's girl. I will see that his post is covered. In truth, we can ill afford to lose even a single good man at a time like this, and yet, There are certain things that must not be compromised. Tell Nilden he may go to the girl's side with my blessing. Mission accomplished on that. So let's go ahead and tell Nilden that he's all good. There you are. Oh, there you are. What's the good word, friend? The word is good. You are free to go. The captain said what? Must be getting soft at his old age. Figure he at least told me to hurry back, just goes to show you what people thought of Corfus. He's a good man, treated every patient with dignity and respect, be they prince or pauper, and he wouldn't think twice about risking his own life when other lives were in danger. Could barely swing a sword, yet it wouldn't stop him from braving monster-infested forests, roads run by scimitas, and goodness know what else. He never showed his face here at the run he even showed his face here at the run from time to time. Of course, that's what did him in the end, and yet I reckon he died with no regrets, save for leaving poor Kalea behind to fend for herself. Anyhow, you have my thanks, friend, and with that, I best prepare to hit the road. There's someone who needs me. So we'll go ahead and take his experience, skill, plus a level 74 ring. So let's see if we can make use of this one. Alright, we have a Lazarite Ring of Slaying. And it is going to give me critical hit and direct hit rate over critical hit and determination. Well, given that my direct hit rate is lower than my determination, it'll probably be my best interest to get this melted on and put it on myself. So we'll take care of that, but for now, let's continue on with Nilden's quest. With the next quest entitled Carrying On, Nilden will go to the side of someone who needs him. Well, there's nothing to be gained from standing around here moping. Kalea needs me, so I must take to the road. Kulfus lost both his dear wife and parents not long after the girl was born. Raised Kalea all by himself he did. They weren't rich by any means, but still he saw that she wanted for nothing. I can't even imagine what the poor girl's going through all alone in this dangerous world. As Kulfus' closest friend, it's my duty to be there for her and see to whatever she needs. Come to think of it, don't suppose you'd be interested in coming along. I'm just one man and looking after Kalea isn't likely to be an easy task. Alright. You're a lifesaver, friend. I'm sure that'll mean the world to the girl. And with that, I best gather my belongings. See you back at Fort Job. Alright, so we'll hook up with them again there. Alright, let's go check it out. So yeah, we'll reunite with Kalea and find out what she intends to do. Oh, she ran out here, okay. I thought she was still in her earlier spot. Yeah, I've come back. And Nilden is here.
Uncle Nilden, you came all the way here for me? And dear Shinji, how can I ever repay you for your generosity?
Think no one ever, girl. Poor thing, you've been through more than any child should have suffered. But don't you worry, Uncle Nilden and Uncle Shinji are here to see to your every need. Yeah, we'll do what we can to help.
You're truly too kind. Everyone has been... Why, even those here in the fort I have never spoken to before have stopped to offer their sympathies. Whatever have I done to deserve such kindness?
Reckon your old man is to thank for that. The people loved him, Kalea, and they know that his daughter and assistant is cut from the same cloth. You've got nothing to feel guilty about.
But what are you saying, Uncle Nilden? It's my fault, all of it. I never should have let him go to that terrible place.
Don't even think of blaming yourself for that, Kalea. Your father went there because he felt it was his duty. 100 men couldn't have stopped that stubborn bastard once he made up his mind.
Yes, this is what everyone tells me. That father was a talented physician and a great man. That he is a hero who did not shy in the face of danger, and sacrificed himself in the name of our cause. This I know, and yet... To me, he was my father! As cruel as it sounds, I could care less that he died a hero. I wanted him to live.
Conveniently as the rain comes in.
But still he left me. He did not even give me the chance to say goodbye.
Kalea, your old man may have left here, but you never left his mind and heart, not for a moment. You were more important to him than anything.
I know this, and yet I do not understand. His duty, his patience, his daughter. How could any one man be so selfless? Did he never stop to think of himself?
Yeah, and conveniently enough as well, Thunderstorm.
Forgive me, my friends. I'm still feeling a bit overwhelmed by it all.
No apologies there, girl. You've had it harder than any of us. And yet, we have to carry on without him somehow. All of us do. So tell me, Kalea, what do you plan on doing now?
The sick and wounded still shop at these stores. My heart aches for them, but I am yet but a physician's assistant. I cannot simply offer them the treatment that father once did. And to think that I will head for the Crystarium, I will shutter the doors of the infirmary, sell the furniture and equipment for what little they are worth, and use the coin to fund my trip.
Perhaps that would be for the best. It'd be safe there at least, and as good a place as any to start a new life. There's a residence hall there, the Catenaries they call it, where they give home and board to refugees and others looking to make the Crystarium their new home. You can take shelter there till you find the job and place of your own. And so... Say that, Shinji, would you mind going on ahead to make the arrangements? The boy Sirgum there's an acquaintance of mine. Space is always tight, but let him know of Kalea's situation, and I reckon he'll be able to find a room for her. Alright then.
I cannot even begin to express the depths of my gratitude, friend. Thank you.
And so away they go. And we'll hook up back up with them there. So off to the Crystarium. Yeah, looking forward to getting back. See if we can't help out poor Kalea with her situation. Alright, back in the city. So we're now needing to go back over towards the Universalis. Although it is taking a bit of a while to get over there. But yeah, it's probably going to get busier now that we're arrived at the weekend. So yeah, over here at the Catenaries, here's where we find Silgum. Greetings and welcome to the Catenaries. How may I be of service to you today? Well, this is what we need to tell you, sir. A young girl has been orphaned at Fort Job, you say. This is tragic indeed, but worry not. A room just opened up earlier today. I will reserve it for Miss Kalea straight away. Your timing is most fortunate. Ever since the raid on Holminster Switch, refugees have been pouring in day after day, and our rooms can only hold so many. But do not worry, we will have everything we can for your young acquaintance. There are others who have suffered similar tragedies and can doubtless sympathize with her plight. She will be among friends. Needless to say, I and the rest of the staff will also watch over her closely and see her needs until such time as she is acclimated to life here in the Crystarium. Tell her to come in safety, that we might look forward to welcoming her to our halls. Yeah, still gotta go back to Fort Job again. Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth right now. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, there's Kalea chilling out with Nilden. back over in front of the infirmary, or what's left of it.
Welcome back, Shinji. I cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for me. I very much look forward to settling into my new home at the Custarium. And yet I fear there's been something of a complication. Uncle Nilden and I had finished overpacking my things when... forgive me a moment, I need to collect my thoughts.
I wonder why that is. Well, why don't we find out by taking on Kalea's next quest, entitled In Father's Footsteps. Kalea wears an expression of grave concern. What's on your mind?
My apologies, Shinji. I fear we are better the situation on our hands. While you were kindly making arrangements for me at the Custarium, a young man was rushed here with the most horrific symptoms.
Oh, one of the new recruits here at Folk Job. A nasty fiend got him, one of those damn treeburn, and got him bad. Tree ants. Ouch. As his brothers in arms tell it, he was lucky to survive. Sadly, he won't be surviving much longer in his current state. See, the beast that nicked him had some nasty venom in his claws. The way the poor boy's convulsing is probably spreading through his body even as we speak. He's resting in bed for now, but if we don't do something soon... Yeah, we need an antidote.
Searching through Father's belongings, I found a book containing recipes for a wide variety of antidotes. The instructions seem clear enough. I'm quite confident I can mix one up provided I add the proper ingredients. Unfortunately, that's easier said than done. The most vital ingredient is the swab of the original poison with which the man was stricken. And furthermore, the medicine must be mixed immediately after obtaining the sample while the venom is still fresh. We know precisely which type of beast did it, and they are more than plentiful in these parts. We would not have to travel far to procure the poison, provided we had some of the strength to fell the fiend.
And this is where I come in.
The soldiers here have been so kind to my father and me, I simply cannot let them down in their time of need. Oh, Shinji, I beg of you, will you help me?
I believe we can. You can count on old Nilden too, my girl. I'm no slouch matter after all, or have you forgotten?
Thank you, Uncle Nilden, but no. You must stay here with our patient. Make sure there is water to drink and tell him that I will return shortly with the antidote.
Aye, I understand. Watch yourself out there, Kalea. Yeah, until we meet again.
Alright, Shinji, we've no time to lose. The creatures we seek lurk in the woodlands just west of the forest. I will meet you there.
And so off she runs, and we will do the same. So as nighttime has descended here upon Lakeland, let's make our way over to where we need to go. Yeah, it's so nice to welcome new viewers to the channel. Yeah, I'm always glad to see my regulars, but it's always nice to see some new faces. Alright, so let's go ahead and speak with Kalea.
Here we are, Shinji. Do you see those ghastly living trees? These are the fiends that poisoned that poor soldier. Here's a file you may use to collect the sample. Father's records made it clear that the venom is quick to break down. If too much time passes, I will have to ask you to collect a fresh sample. Also be warned, these beasts are not likely to part with their poison willingly. Like as not, you will have to weaken them somewhat before they allow you to get close enough to do the deed. Be safe, Shinji. I will stand by here and prepare the rest of the ingredients.
Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and deal with this. Yeah, just a real fast snap hook on these guys. And from there we can just go ahead and let loose. Yeah, you're dead. Mission accomplished. Yeah, good thing you were so close by, Kalea.
Shinji, is that what I think it is?
It is indeed.
Perfect! Yes, I do believe this is exactly what I need to mix up the antidote.
And so as she does that, let's go on and take on the final part of this chain quest entitled Her True Calling. Kalea would use the venom you procured to prepare an antidote.
This shouldn't take long. Keep a lookout to make sure no nasty fiends sneak up on us.
So yeah, she does that. Yeah, nothing back here.
That should do it. Quickly now, we must hurry back to the fort while the boy still draws breath.
Yeah. Thinking only of her patient, Kalea runs off ahead, unaware that the scent of the medicine may attract unwanted attention. You'd be wise to go after her. Yeah, seems that way, doesn't it? But who knew that medicine could be that aromatic? Yeah, there she is. And so now we must fight back. Yeah, spread its wings out to confront me. But it's gonna get stomped. Yeah, you're gonna get stomped, ugly. Take this. There we go. Hey there, Clay, are you okay?
Oh, Shinji, thank you. I was not looking, not thinking. Before I knew it, the beast was upon me. Fortunately, I am unhurt and the medicine is safe. It's a miracle. No, it was you, Shinji. I shudder even to think of what would have happened if you had not rushed to my side as you did. But my foolishness has already cost us too much time. Come, we must hurry back to Fort Job before it is too late.
So yeah, back to Fort Job. On the double! Alright, now that we've returned. Yeah, there's Neilden. I'll go ahead and speak with him to complete the quest. Hey there, Elizabeth. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Good to see you back in one piece, friend. Kalea is inside tending to the boy. I reckon we shall leave her alone till the job is done. And so, later that night... How's it, Kalea?
The treatment is complete. The poison has been flushed from his system. Though it will take time for him to regain his strength, the man will live. My hair? I simply tied it back, the way Father always did when he was working. He would always say that he wanted nothing to block his field of vision when examining his patients.
Wicked right, if you ain't the spitting image of him. And mind ye, I ain't just talking about his looks.
Why, whatever do you mean, Uncle Neilden?
The fire burning in your eyes, the way you couldn't think of nothing but the poor boy who needed your help, the way you didn't hesitate to fling yourself into harm's way for his sake. I swear it's as if your whole family is determined to send old Uncle Neilden to an early grave out of sheer fright. Like father, like daughter, for better and for worse.
Is it possible that I resemble Father more than I thought?
I can lie, and not just your own father, but his father before him. You never met him, but I did, and I can say for certain you've come along from a long line of folks with more compassion than common sense. Colfa's father wasn't a hero, but a soldier, one of the first members of the Crystarium Guard. Time and again he put his life on the line. He had a fort job to keep those who were building the city safe. Wow, that's quite a legacy to honor. To Colfa's and I, he was a hero, and so he swore a vow one day that we'd follow in his footsteps and protect the people of this land from danger. That's how I came to join their guard. Colfa's, on the other hand, was never much one for fighting. He struggled with this at first, but eventually he was able to find a calling of his own. And whatever he lacked in brute strength, he more than made up for it with his courage. Courage that I see is alive and well in his daughter.
Courage indeed.
What are your griefs, Shinji? You're no stranger to acts of risking your life for the sake of others after all. Oh, that's definitely true. Come now, Uncle Nilde is no fool. Don't think I haven't heard from my fellow guards about your rescue mission with Captain Lino during the raid on Holdminster. Rushing into a den of sin eaters just to save those poor villagers, that's a selfless act of courage and self-sacrifice if I ever heard of one. Yeah, we're definitely giving you a lot to ponder, haven't we, Claire?
Is this true, Shinji? That you risked your very life to save the people of Holdminster? But they were strangers to you, yes? How? How was it that you were able to put yourself in peril for the sake of total strangers?
I couldn't stand backward and do nothing or say nothing at all. Well, we should tell her why.
I see. And so, you did what you felt you had to do.
That's right.
Thanks to you, it is finally clear to me. I know what I must do.
And what's that?
Shinji, Uncle Nilden, pray send word to the Custodium. I will not be needing a room. I intend to stay here at Fort Job and carry on for this legacy.
That's what we wanted to hear.
I know this is a dangerous place and my own skills pale in comparison to his. And yet there is no one else better equipped to attend to these people. I will do what I can. What I must. Father left behind a wealth of knowledge. If I studied diligently and worked on my skills, then one day, perhaps one day, I might be the healer he once was.
Yeah, glad to know we've gotten the conviction in you. Aye, my girl, I reckon you just might. No one can say what tomorrow will bring, and yet this I know. You've already done your father proud. If only that stubborn bastard could have been here to see this day.
Thank you for always believing in me, but my journey to follow in Father's footsteps has only begun.
That's the spirit, girl. But remember, you needn't walk the path alone. If you ever find yourself overwhelmed by it all, you can always give Uncle Nearly a shout.
Thank you, my friend. I will.
And so?
And you, Shinji, I was but a stranger to you, and yet you have shown me more kindness than anyone.
Even Neilden?
Your selflessness has inspired me to find something deep within me that, were it not for you, I would have never known was there. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
As much as we're trying to hang on to our voice here. So we'll take our experience skill plus choice of food, which in this case will be spaghetti al nero yet again, because nothing else can be used for us. At least not on our current class. But yeah, we've put a young lady's heart at ease, and we helped bring these two together in a way they never could have imagined.